Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Piyush Agarwal, and in today's video, I am going to combine both G Suite and UiPath apps. So what we are going to learn is that how, like a practical example, like in one of my videos earlier, I have shown how another user who do not even have UiPath installed in a system can leverage UiPath apps and G Suite to run some kind of automation. So the aim of the objective of this video is that a user who does not have automation UiPath installed in his system is going to send multiple PDFs to one of his another friend, okay, from a folder. So that's like basic example, but we will learn from that how we can do that. Okay, so I'm just starting my screen share. So this is the same folder you have been seeing throughout the playlist, the G Suite demo. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to give access of this folder to one of my another accounts. So that is this one, send. I have given the editor access to that particular account. Now going back to UiPath, open the main workflow. Yeah, so I will just remove all this. Okay, so this is the same G Suite application scope that we have seen. I have a client ID, client secret, and OAuth set to custom. Okay, that's it. And if I go to configure scopes, it's set to drive.read only and spreadsheets.read only. It will change for now later on. Okay, now the first thing is that I want to find the object ID of the folder from which I want to send the emails, or anyone wants to send the emails. So again, our same command, find files and folders, that is this one. Now using this activity, I will look for that particular folder which I am giving, which is the shared folder. So you can also think of this like a local shared drive between multiple systems in a LAN. This is doing the work of that. A G Suite demo is our globally shared folder. So I will just name it G Suite demo. I guess I'm right. And let's go delete all these variables so that they won't create us any problem. Yeah, now the folder name, lucky, okay, main folder name. Okay, now this will be a one folder. Now what I want to do, I want to find all the folders of files available in the particular directory. So what I'm thinking that my client or my other account, what it will do, if he wants to send any mail to any particular person or multiple persons, for each person he will create a folder, and in that folder he will keep the files for that specific person. So let's say I want to find all the folders, object ID of each and every folder present in that G Suite demo. So over here, like in the previous video you were seen using parents, I will add single quote, double quote, plus now main folder ID. What is this main folder name? Okay, main folder name, then plus single quote in parents, and name contains asterisk, since I don't know what folder name he or she might give and how many files might be there, no idea. So we will create a result that is file and folder list. Now what I'm going to do, I need to iterate over this. There is a possibility that user might create a folder from which he wants to send the mails, that is the prior main work, but he can also use that folder to keep other files also, that is a shared drive between us. Okay, so now over here I will write file and folder list, then if condition to check if it is a folder, So let's say item. Wait, for that I need to change object to that same data type. You guys must have remembered till by now. google.apis.drive.v3.data.file. Wow. Now over here comes item dot mime type dot meme type is basically will show me whether it's folder, spreadsheet, or whatever. Dot contains what a folder, and let's say meme type dot to lower dot this. Okay. So now if it is a folder, then I want to do some operation over that. So let's say if it's a folder, I will first for each item create another folder in which I'm going to download each and every particular files which are present in that folder. So let's say environment dot get folder path, then environment dot special folder dot desktop. So this is a particular syntax we can use to find the desktop of any user. You don't need to hard code anything. Now slash let's say the folder name would be temp. Okay, so this is something dynamic you can use in any kind of project. Now if I found the folder that this is a particular folder type, again I need to find all the files present in that folder. Okay, so here what I will write, item.id, and let's say on a new variable file list. So for each folder I got an array of objects containing the object ID of every file present in that folder. Now I want to download these files inside the above folder that we are creating so that I can mail them to respective user. So for that what I will do here, I have got again a for each loop, as we don't know how many files might be there and we want our bot to be dynamic as much as possible. So I will write here file list and data type would be data file. Now for each file, I want it to be downloaded. So here comes item.id, or basically instead of item, we will use file, since item is also referring to the above for each loop. Okay, so now here comes file.file ID, and in local path, what I can give this same folder path. Okay, so this way that files will be downloaded in the folder. Now for each folder I have downloaded the file. For each file in file list, let's check. This one gives me, yeah, so after this each file present in folder is downloaded. For each file in present folder, download. Now what I want to do, I want to send all these files to someone else, whoever he wants to. And let's say we ask him to keep the folder name as the email of the person he wants to send those files. So now it becomes so simple. We just call assign activity, and let's create a variable attachments, and here come directory dot get files and the path of the folder, again this same path. Value of one dimensional array cannot be converted to string. Yeah, we will just convert it to array of string. Okay, now I will use a send mail command, send smtp. So into what I can use item.name. This is the name of the folder. In G Suite, we can name the folder names with ID also, since there is nothing like extension over there. And let's say subject is attachments and any message, hello, please find your attachments with this mail. And what I will do in the attachments collection, I will just write attachments, then port number, that is 587 for Gmail, server is smtp.gmail.com, email, for now I will use my own. Later what we can do, we can even configure it through orchestrator. We get the info from the user, that who are you, and based on that we get the credential from our orchestrator. Now for password, let me get it, 1 second. Okay, so I have set the password, that is in background. Okay, now by this all the attachments will be sent on the mail. Now after when it waits onto the next folder, I want this folder to be created again. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to delete this folder. Let's find its delete, the path of the file or directory permanently deleted. So let's copy this into this one. Cool. Now if I just check it again, this one is going to find the object ID of the G Suite demo. Now in this files and folder, through the list, it's going to like use the main folder name, the object ID of this particular folder, and find me all the other files and folders present inside it. Then inside that particular all the list, it's going to iterate over each object ID, create a folder, check if it is a kind of folder. Okay, and just for your queries, like you might set what is MIME type. So let's use write line and print that also, item.mime type. Okay, now if it's a folder, then again use that folder item ID to find me all the files present inside it. Okay, so we are assuming that inside it only attachments are present. Then for each attachment, download that file where in the folder that we have created, get that folder as an attachments collection and mail it where the receiver's email address will be given as the folder name itself only. Okay, and once this work is done, delete that folder, the temporary folder, so that next time when we are iterating, we will again create the temporary folder. So now first let's try to use it using my own just activities. Over here what I need, drives read only activity, and okay, for now I will just give the full access of the drive. I don't want the bot to be again and again asking for same permissions. I hope it's recording properly. Cool. So for now let's I will use this particular bot myself. So over here in the G Suite demo, I am going to create another folder. Let's say I want these mails to be sent to this ID. Great. Oh, 1 second. I will just restart my charger. Yeah. So this is the folder I've set it as the email ID to which I want to send the mails. Now let me upload some file. So let's say I'm going to upload an image of mine, or what I can upload. Cool, I will just upload my resume. Okay, now I want these two attachments to be sent to that particular email ID. So what I can do now, let's hope it works. So I'm going to click on debug and let's see what happens. I will select my account, click on continue, allowing for permissions. Now the bot has started, and as you can see over here, the MIME type is folder it contains. Okay, so as the MIME type is folder, now the bot must be accessing that particular drive. And where is that gsuite demo, and it's fetching this folder because let's say, okay, so it says the bot has completed within 13 seconds. I don't have any folder, but it must be present in my recycle bin probably. So if I just restore it, let me check if this is the same folder. No, this isn't the same folder, but I must have received those files. So I will just check my account. Yeah, so from this email ID I have got the attachments mailed to me. Cool. Now what we are going to, this is the second part of this particular video, that I want this bot to be utilized by someone else who doesn't have UiPath even installed in a system. Okay, so for that we are going to use our UiPath apps. So let's go over here, cloud.uipath, and let's add one more thing. I'm going to use that particular account from a Linux subsystem. Okay, so that would be more awesome. Like, you can't even think that without .NET RPA cannot be used, like UiPath I guess cannot be used without .NET. So we are going to use UiPath in Ubuntu machine. Okay, so let's create an app. What do first, before I create, I will just check what do I need. If I just want to run this from some any kind of system, since right now everything is already set, okay, I just want anything in that folder with name can be utilized. So I don't need any kind of input from anyone for this one, for this purpose. So for now what I will do, I will just publish this bot onto my orchestrator and make a very simple bot, that if a person clicks on a button present on UiPath app, then he would be able to execute this bot. So let's call it machine key package. Okay, now my orchestrator is connected, and okay, let me just add one more thing for security purpose. Let's add, okay, no, leave it. By the way, but for security purpose, what we can do, that over here there is another thing that we can utilize, that there is a property of item that is modified by me, or yeah, so modified by who has modified the basically email. Okay, the folder last modifying user. Yeah, so we can use this property to access the person's email address who had at last used that particular folder or file. Okay, and we can compare it, that if it's the same person who wants to send the mails or not, and based on that, if it's true, then send the mails, else not. Simple. Okay, so right now we don't need it. I'm going to publish, Let's say it's a pre-release and publish. Since my system is already connected to orchestrator, so the bot must have been sent over there. Let me create a process from this package. So to create a package, what I need to do, I will go to automations, click on add. Oh, I guess something has changed over here. No process configuration. Wait, I will go to tenant, go to packages. Let's say our package is over here or not. We have got gsuite demo. So it should be automations. Then I want to add a process. Here I select gsuite demo. The package version and everything is selected. Continue. Okay, display name gsuite demo with gsuite hyphen UiPath apps. Okay, description, anything. Great. Okay, so our process is ready. Now we need to create an app. So back to automation cloud, apps, and I will create a new app. Let's call it mail anywhere. Okay, I'm bad with names yet. So our task is very simple. We don't need many more things. It's just a submit button. So it's a kind of input. A button would be required. Let's say send mails. Okay, and for a little bit creativity, I would just try adding a text box or a label. Waste that. Yeah, let's call it mail attachments anytime from anywhere. We can even use this to send mails through our mobile, any number of mails. And what if we configure it with Google Sheets? Then any number of emails can be used to send the mails. Okay, so I just need to add a event, create rule, start a process, and the process can be selected from here. Default, gsuite UiPath apps, select. Okay, so that is set. Now I will just publish it. So it's done. Now in one of my previous videos, if you have been regular to my channel, you must have seen there's a video on how we can create different kind of allow people to use UiPath apps even without UiPath Studio. So for that there was simple condition to create a particular group and provide them some specific permissions. If you have now not watched that video, do go back to my channel and check that particular video. You might learn something very awesome. So I have this particular email already added to the group UiPath apps. Now, since I want to give him permission to another app, that is this mail anywhere. So I don't need much. I will just go over here, click on share and add the user. Packet automations user can run. Okay, so this is also done. Let's go back to apps. Well, I'm not sure why this icon is blue and these are green. Anyway, once let's try clicking on play. So I will just try if it works from my account. So this is, I'm sending the mail from my own account. So if I clicked on it, nothing happened because no orchestrator integration was found. Okay, so there is some mistake in the app. Mail anywhere. Let's go over here in the events, edit rule. Oh, I guess it didn't saved. Okay, close. Now is it saved? Yeah. And now if I click on publish, so maybe the reason for the blue color is that it is not saved properly. It's still saying blue color. So is it not yet saved? This site is trying grant UiPath robot assistant access. I guess things have changed on UiPath. Granting allows this app to start running robot for 30 days. This is something new. So for this means that every 30 days I will get a new token and I will have to accept it so that my bot can run bot from anytime. Okay, so this time job has started processing. This won't show anything, I guess, since I'm running directly from the bot and the bot has successfully completed. So let's check back. I will just open my account over here only. Cool. I have received the attachments again. So the app is working fine. Now the time is that this particular process can be done from different account by a different person having a different email who does not have UiPath installed in a system, all those things. Okay, so let's just close this. Okay, I will keep this open and go to VirtualBox. In this, let's start Ubuntu. Using this, I can now run bots from even Ubuntu, Mac, or even through my mobile, where I can do that. Let me just connect it with Zoom also, so that way it would be more amazing. So here is Zoom. Let's see. So finally, this is Ubuntu. The machine is open. Yeah, as most of you might know, then Ubuntu is a Linux operating system on open source in which there is no .NET and there is nothing like UiPath installed in this system. So if I search for UiPath, there is nothing. Okay, and we can assume that this my original system is a kind of remote machine which is present on some cloud. Just assume that, and I will just go to open a browser. Now let's go to cloud.uipath.com. And after this, we are also going to run it from my mobile. Okay, so it's completely platform independent. That's the beauty of UiPath apps. Okay, so it's opening. I guess the RAM memory of VirtualBox is low, maybe. Okay. So, okay, continue with Google. Now, since I have already added this account in my organization also, so this particular account has two different organizations. So from that, I will use the Pykit organization, and this particular account will have access to my apps, though not to my orchestrator. So it's completely secure and efficient. So now I can just go to apps, and over here only those apps will be visible which have been given permission to. So not everything can be accessed from this account over my tenant orchestrator. Now, one thing, do remember that this taskbar that is visible is my remote machine where the assistant is present. And this is not the same as this. This machine is completely different. This is a subsystem machine. It is not linked to this one, like not completely. Okay. So finally the apps is open. Now over here, I don't have the edit access, but I can run it. And one more thing, before sending the mails, let's make it more drive.google.com. I will just add some files over the drive. Let me check if I can do that. Or it's better I would do it from the local system, that would be more faster. So I will just change my account. Now this particular account has access to this drive. Okay, so what I don't want to send mails to the same folder. What I want, create another folder. Let's say this time the email would be my main ID. Okay. And yeah, so I can add any number of folders over here. Now in this folder, I will add again some attachments. Let's say I will go over here, and both these images are Python file. Okay, so what extension has no issue over here. I can add any number of files. And now what if I save any file? It's not a folder. So let's say I will just go over here and add another file. What could it be? Okay, this file. So I hope it should not give any error. So this time it should just skip this file and access all the files inside the folder and send the mail to this email ID. Okay, and as you can see over here, this is currently this for this account, which is different from the one which has direct actual access of this folder. So now going back to the machine again, now the app is also open. I will just click on send mails is required. Okay, something is going on. Okay guys, so there is a problem that today only I guess UiPath has brought some new updates, due to which the apps, maybe this is not sure, but the apps which are created now cannot be run from any system. And I guess that is this change in icon is one of those reasons, or there might be some kind of roles and permissions that more might be required. So as of now, like this particular app, which is same as that earlier, let me just open it. I will just show the demonstration part that yeah, this can be used. I have the permissions of this app given to that same user. This is a simple mailing app which is going to use this assistant. And over here, if I were to show you about the permissions, So this particular user has the same access user can run. Okay, I don't know what's the current difference between these two apps, but this particular bot can be run from here. So if I go over here and in the mailing app, I just enter like piyushagarwal.0108@gmail.com. From this account, apps demo. Hi buddy, hope you like my videos and have subscribed to the channel. Okay, so from Ubuntu, again mentioning, I am just clicking send. Now if I check back my real system, so the apps demo app bot has started to execute, and it executed successfully. Now if I check my mail, I would have received the mail itself. So let's go back, check this Gmail. You see apps demo, the mail is over here. So we can use this app. I am not sure why if there is any more permissions are required, or UiPath has restricted users from doing so. Else, what I'm sure that you can use this from mobile also. So for this particular demo only, I will just show that how we can do this through mobile. So the idea is simple. I will just copy the URL and let's mail it to my account. Now I will just stop sharing the screen of this particular and start it from my mobile. So let me check. Yeah, so let me stop share the screen and going back, I will share my screen. I will have to allow the permissions. Now share screen. Screen share. Okay, so my screen is now visible. Going back to the URL and clicking that. So again it should, I guess, ask me. Okay, the app is being loaded, so my account might be open. So this is okay, this is another mail. I will, what I'm using is different. Let me open it. So this is my mobile screen in which the app is there. So I will just start typing over here, like send it to Piyush.17 beacon 173. Okay, I want an address. jcrcu.edu.in. Let's set the from field. gmail.com. Subject final demo. Hope it goes well. And send. So again, assuming this is my remote system, the bot has started. So okay, so that won't be visible from your end. I will have to just close it. Okay, the bot has like sent it from my screen. So if I just share my screen back, so as you can see over here, the last run less than 20 seconds ago. So it was done through my mobile only. Okay, so that was the end of this particular video. Hope you liked it, and soon I might get with the get a new video on my channel updated with what is the new update that have just came on UiPath about the assistant permissions. Are there any more roles and permissions required, so that we can even further in future do similar kind of automations. So if you like my video, do like, share, subscribe, and comment on my channel. I really like comments. And if you have any kind of doubt, or I'm also available for freelancing projects, so for anything you can always contact me on my LinkedIn that would be present in the description. See you guys. Bye.